From the High Definition Educational Broadcast Center at Bergen Community College's main campus in Paramus, this is Studio Bergen. Hi everyone, I'm Larry Levanka and welcome to Studio Bergen, your connection to the state's largest community college. This month is our Year in Review show, always popular as we look back on the year that was 2013 at Bergen Community College. Think of this as a video annual report. When discussing 2013, you could make the argument that every one of the stories you'll hear about today is derived from the top item of the year, the approval and rollout of the 2013 through 18 strategic plan. With a work group of Bergen faculty, staff, students, and administrators serving as the architects, the blueprint for the next 5 years earned final approval from the Board of Trustees in June. The plan outlines 4 strategic themes for Bergen: student success and excellence, faculty and staff success and excellence, commitment to Bergen County, and institution building. Each theme contains a number of goals that will result in action items for college officials to develop and execute in response. They include increasing course completion, retention, transfer, and graduation rates, enhancing and expanding programs to serve the education and workforce development needs of Bergen County, and increasing professional development opportunities for employees. The plan took shape based on input from internal and external stakeholders. Another of the biggest stories of the year was the August groundbreaking for the $26 million Health Professions Integrated Teaching Center at the school's main campus. Joined by a bevy of Bergen County and state officials, college administrators donned hard hats and shovels to ceremonially mark the start of construction on the 3-story, 65,000 square foot facility. Construction is expected to take 2 years. Bergen President Dr. B.K. Walter said the building continues the college's tradition of excellence in the education of future health professionals.
For as has been the case for the last 45 years throughout Bergen County, it will be our graduates who perform the first ultrasounds for new mothers, our graduates who tend to us in the emergency rooms, and our graduates who keep our teeth nice and white like People magazine pictures.
In total, the center will include 26 classrooms and laboratories, including medical, simulation, and computer labs. Additionally, the center will feature a ground-floor dental hygiene clinic, a laboratory for Bergen students as they work toward their Associate in Applied Science degrees. The clinic offers low-cost preventive oral health care for the community and has hosted free oral cancer screenings and prophylaxis for children. New Jersey voters in the 2012 elections approved the building, which represents the college's capital improvement project as part of the $750 million Building Our Future Bond Act. No year in review would be complete without discussing the college's biggest student event of the year. Of course, it's Commencement 2013. More than 700 graduates of the class of 2013 packed the Izod Center with their families watching from the stands on May 16th to turn their tassels at Bergen's 44th annual commencement exercises. In total, the class included 2,308 students earning various associate degrees and certificates. No one will forget, though, when valedictorian Sunny Glotman tore down the house with her speech after she tore it up.
I don't know how I'm going to say this, but this right here is my speech. Please observe. What are the roots that clutch? What will you take with you today? I hope it's the knowledge. I hope it's the strength of conviction. And I hope it's the remembrance of the value of an education.
Telemundo correspondent Lori Montenegro also appeared at commencement, offering welcoming remarks.
Bergen has prepared you better than what you realize at this moment. Please be assured, you did not come to Bergen by coincidence or by chance. You are here for a reason.
The largest class ever featured 57 students that earned a 4.0 GPA, 68 members of Phi Theta Kappa, and 33 members of the Judith K. Wynne School of Honors. In the days leading up to commencement, the college rolled out the red carpet for its graduates at events such as the Graduation Salute, which gave grads an opportunity to decorate their caps, resolve outstanding issues, and even speak with four-year college reps. Of course, at Bergen, graduation is not limited to those who earn degrees and certificates at the collegiate level. In February, the college's GED class of 2012 donned caps and gowns for the annual GED Achievers Ceremony, held in the Saccone Theater at the college. The class included 396 students who will now enter the workforce or enroll at the college in degree and certificate programs. The college's GED program is based out of its Ciarco Learning Center in Hackensack. As we move through 2013, it comes as no surprise many Bergen students earned various honors, awards, and commendations. These included the high-achieving students at the college's academic awards ceremony, recognizing those who earned 4.0s, participated in Phi Theta Kappa, the Judith K. Wynne School of Honors, or were named the top student for each individual academic program. Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. William Mullaney, lauded their achievements.
We recognize the honor students, PTK. Each of these have a very high-level criteria that students have to meet to receive these awards, and it just is an exciting chance for community colleges to really show that, yes, our students can compete.
In other year-end ceremonies, the college honored students in the dental hygiene program, the nursing program, athletes, the OF program, club leaders, and the tutoring center. High-achieving students in the Judith K. Wynne School of Honors participated in the April Honors Conference, leading discussions on numerous topics. At the awards luncheon, the students were recognized for their contributions and praised for their work. As the college increases its emphasis on so-called STEM majors, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, students have embraced those fields with open arms. This year, a group of student engineering interns worked with members of the Division of Science, Math, and Technology to develop a 5-foot-tall wind turbine capable of generating 225 watts of electricity at 20-mile-per-hour winds. Other projects have included working with biodiesel generators, electric cars, and unmanned aerial vehicles. You know them as drones. Meanwhile, and also on the topic of STEM, student Blair Green completed an internship at Newark Liberty International Airport, using the skills he learned in one of the college's newest Associate in Science degree programs, aviation. The college's Emil Bueller Trust Aviation Center includes 2 flight simulators. Bergen students also remain committed to raising awareness and contributing to various causes. For instance, in April, students once again took part in the Spark a Change program's anti-bullying and suicide prevention walk. The now yearly event featured students, faculty, staff, and members of the community in walking to support the group's causes and to raise awareness about the issues. Students also gave back when disaster struck the Philippines, engineering a donation drive of essential items and cash in order to play a role in the relief effort. Giving back also played a central role at the annual Give Kids a Smile Day in February. The event, which offers free dental checkups to children administered by students in the college's dental hygiene program, once again featured a strong response by the community. The commitment to service helped the college once again earn a spot on the President's Higher Education Community Service Honor Roll. For the 6th consecutive year, Bergen became one of only 4 New Jersey community colleges to earn the Honor Roll distinction. Approximately 650 Bergen students completed more than 10,000 hours of community service, being led by 100 faculty members. The college's resident student athletes also had a big year in 2013. None bigger, though, than Shantira Douglas with her 45.19-meter javelin toss that set a new national record. The previous record of 39.26 meters stood since 1999. Douglas earned All-American honors in the javelin, 100-meter dash, and shot put. Also last year, wrestler Jeff Rodigan placed 8th in the country, and basketball player Larry Burrows made 3rd team All-American. In the spring, the men's tennis team won its second Region 19 tournament before finishing 3rd in the Nationals. As for individual accomplishments, softball pitcher Lauren Hozak threw a perfect game. Bergen's Educational Opportunity Fund program sponsored its first ever All-Star Basketball fundraiser to support the EOF Student Emergency Fund. Those in attendance were treated to a night of dunks and dishes from the game's stars. Also last year, numerous students earned recognition from various international, national, and state organizations for their work. Bliss Molina Ayala received a $3,500 scholarship from the Benjamin A. Gilman International Scholarship Program to study abroad in Spain, making her the 4th Bergen student to earn the prestigious award. Meanwhile, Janice Varela and Brenda Terdogan each received $2,000 scholarships from the state of New Jersey for the cost of enrollment in certificate programs at Bergen as part of the Governor's Industry Vocations Scholarship for Women and Minorities after receiving assistance in obtaining them from the college's Division of Continuing Education. It's hard to talk about scholarships at Bergen without discussing the work of the Bergen Community College Foundation, which raises money each year for students like Brandon Rice, who thanked his posthumous donor at the annual scholarship awards ceremony in April.
I can't thank you enough. Words really can't express the gratitude that I feel. It's really life-changing. What you're doing is really, molding my future and really helping me, assisting me, and keeping me on the path to doing well in school. I come from a background where I didn't do well in high school. I barely graduated, so I came back here and I'm doing well, and this really, helps motivate me and inspire me to continue doing better.
Later in the year, in December, students received more than $180,000 at the Mid-Year Scholarship Awards held at Bergen Community College at the Meadowlands in Lyndhurst. Scholarships like these are made possible through events like the Foundation's signature event, the November Medallion Awards Dinner. More than $135,000 was raised at this year's event, which honored local grocer Lawrence Insera Jr., the president of Insera Supermarkets. He discussed the importance of philanthropy.
My family here, my father, my grandfather taught us that if we're a successful company, then we should be able to give back to the communities where we serve.
To raise money for scholarships, the Foundation also hosts events such as Monte Carlo Night and the annual St. Patrick's Day Roast. The Foundation also helps sponsor events that help the college build relationships with the members of its community, such as the Quarterly Connection. This year's networking luncheons featured topics such as environmentally conscious projects at the college and a legislative panel on the future of education. Another community event that made waves was the exhibition Sandy, Artists Respond to a Once and Future Superstorm, which was on display in Gallery Bergen, the visual arts exhibition space at main campus for approximately 2 months. Conceived, co-curated, and organized by Bergen professors Suzanne Betker and Marriott Sheldon, the exhibition featured photographs, paintings, prints, and video. The college's commitment to the study of suburbia continued with seniors in suburbia, setting new goals in November at Ridgewood High School. Sponsored by the college's Suburban Studies Group and the Village of Ridgewood Community Center, the panel touched on many topics, including how the baby boomers may redefine what it means to be a senior. For the first time in 2013, the community also had a chance to visit the college's Farm to Fork Market, a bustling bazaar of farmers, bakers, and gourmet food purveyors offering a locally produced bounty of fruit, bread, sauce, and cheese. Coming up after a short break, we'll recap the other big news from Bergen in 2013, including highlights from the Meadowlands and faculty achievements. We'll be right back.
7,000 students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. Keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Welcome back to the annual Year in Review edition of Studio Bergen. I'm Larry Levanka. A resource many years in the making made its debut in 2013 as the Bergen Community College Paramus Meadowlands shuttle connecting the two locations took its maiden journey. In October, college and county officials, including Bergen County Executive Kathleen Donovan, launched the free service. The shuttle is supported by a 3-year, $600,000 congestion mitigation and air quality grant, with a county match of more than $200,000, secured by the college and county. Bergen Community College at the Meadowlands Dean, Linda Emmer, said the shuttle is a welcome addition.
It's very exciting. Students have been needing that. It's very difficult at times to get to this campus unless you drive. Many of the students take 3 buses to get here currently. So the county realized the need for it as well as the college. And as this location continues to grow and expand, it does give students more opportunities.
Also from the Meadowlands location, after comprehensive renovations, its refurbishment is now complete. All classrooms, laboratories, and the 5th floor conference center remain open. Bergen Community College at the Meadowlands is located at 1280 Wall Street West in Lyndhurst, offering a full slate of classes and includes a library, student service offices, and a bookstore. Speaking of books, 2013 seemed to be the year of the author at Bergen. A litany of literary stars visited the campus to discuss their work, including Pulitzer Prize winner Tracy K. Smith, New York Times bestseller Mary Karr, Siddhartha Deb, Ayed Akhtar, and Marivi Sullivan. Stars of stage and screen also visited, including Bergen County native Ali Stroker, paralyzed since age 2, discussed overcoming obstacles and earning a role on television's The Glee Project. Additionally, Academy Award-nominated animator Bill Plimpton discussed his work in November. Bergen's own homegrown talent made their own names for themselves in productions such as Blythe Spirit and Angels in America. In other news, the college welcomed 3 new individuals to its Board of Trustees, its governing body. New members include Dr. Joanne Mecca, Scott Rixford, and the alumni trustee Margarita Valdez. New faces were not limited to the board, as the college's executive team also welcomed top administrators. Joining Dr. B.K. Walter, Dr. Ursula Parrish-Daniels, and Jim Miller were Dr. William Mullaney, Dr. Nadine Gonzalez de Jesus, Dr. Yun Kim, and Sharon Miller. New to the executive team this year, but not the college, are Dr. Ron Milan, Lori Francis, and Bill Corcoran. A focus of the new executive team has been the college's ability to provide support services for the growing veterans population. No event more exemplified that goal than the opening of the Veterans and Military Affairs Center at the college's annual Veterans Day recognition ceremony in November. Professor Mike Eccles, a former Marine, discussed why the center is so important for vets.
Students don't realize that what you see in Call of Duty is not the same as what some of your classmates went through fighting house to house in Fallujah. Education. And the more our young people are educated, the more we hope they will respect the rights that we have, but what's more, the men and women who serve to protect those rights.
In an unprecedented event, a former military veterans memorial service took place at the college in 2013 as well. After Bergen County resident Nicholas Oresco, who earned a Medal of Honor for his acts of valor during World War II, passed away in October, Bergen County officials, veterans groups, and countless others sprang into action, creating a memorial service for the deceased hero that would take place at Bergen's main campus. Mr. Oresco passed away as the nation's oldest living Medal of Honor recipient. Meanwhile, 2013 also marked a banner year for Bergen faculty. Communication professor Jamie Keller won the 2012-13 John and Sue Ann Rausch Excellence Award from the League of Innovation in the Community College, recognizing her work in creating the Spark Change anti-bullying organization at the college. With more than 75 student members, the group participates in awareness and community service projects. Business, Accounting, and Finance Department Chair Robert Saldarini received the prestigious 2012-13 National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development Excellence in Teaching Award. He took great pride in the award.
When your peers recognize it and they select you among them as an excellent teacher, it really validates what you do.
Also, Professor Bill Morales, a baseball historian and author who penned Farewell to the Last Golden Era, the Yankees, the Pirates, and the 1960 baseball season, released another book this year, New York versus New York, The Birth of the Yankees-Mets Rivalry, which is available online and at bookstores. At the 4th Annual Bergen Community College Alumni Dinner, sponsored by the Alumni Network and the Foundation, Professor Robert Fusco received the Alumni Hall of Fame Award. He thanked those who helped him achieve the honor. Additionally, Professor Ellen Feig helped lead and pull off one of the biggest events of the year, the TEDx Conference. In April, dozens of speakers, artists, and musicians took to the Anna Maria Saccone Theater stage to discuss topics of their choosing. But there was a catch. They have 15 minutes to speak before they are given the hook. The fast-paced format encouraged a dynamic conference appreciated by the public and students alike. The event was co-sponsored by the Center for Peace, Justice, and Reconciliation, the College Council, and Phi Theta Kappa. The achievements of past faculty were also recognized last year, chiefly at the annual Professor Emeritus induction ceremony. Few achieved the rank of Professor Emeritus, an honor bestowed on only a few dozen in the college's history. This year's nominee was Counselor Jean Goldstein.
I was so lucky to have been able to work with and to get to know such wonderful people from all departments and disciplines. I know a little bit about a lot of things today because of you.
2013 also saw a commitment to staff contributions and development. In May and September, faculty and staff gathered for the Day of Service and Community, an event designed not only to bring employees closer together, but to foster a commitment to greater student success. Speaking of the contributions of staff, the creative work of the college's Department of Media Technologies, yes, the same group without which this show would not be possible, was recognized by the Bergen County Division of Mental Health Services for a video they produced for the Community Health Improvement Partnership. The video, responding to a mental health crisis, was produced by Brian Hemstreet, Jim Quimby, and Ted Jarozinski. Also, the Philip Ciarco Junior Learning Center staff partnered with local businesses and the community to support the Bergen County Animal Shelter in December. With the commitment to student success in mind, the college signed a trio of transfer agreements in 2013 to streamline the path to a 4-year degree. In October, Bergen officials met with their counterparts from Fairleigh Dickinson University to formally unveil the BCC FDU Scholars Program, a transfer agreement that provides participating students with a 40% tuition discount at the 4-year school located in Florham Park and Teaneck. Additionally, the agreement paved the way for the creation and management of a dedicated FDU office at Bergen's main campus in Paramus. The office represents the first such arrangement for the college. Assemblyman Gordon M. Johnson praised the schools for their commitment to affordability and providing a pipeline for keeping Bergen County students close to home.
This program not just keeps the students in New Jersey, but keeps them in Bergen County. For those who want to participate in this. So another plus there. So now we have students staying in Bergen County and hopefully finding jobs here when they graduate and then becoming part of the workforce here. Very important.
2 months later, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University administrators departed the sunny skies of Daytona Beach and arrived in snowy Paramus to certify an agreement between the two schools. Embry-Riddle will accept at least 64 credits from Bergen's AS in Professional Studies or Natural Sciences programs. Earlier in the year, Bergen President Dr. B.K. Walter and Montclair State University President Susan Cole signed an agreement bridging AS degrees at Bergen with BS degrees at Montclair. The agreement marked the college's first so-called STEM transfer agreement. Bergen maintains more than 40 articulation agreements with four-year schools. Virtually every day during the semester, there is some type of activity, speaker, or event taking place on campus. These events are highlighted by various remembrance, awareness, and recognition days, weeks, and months throughout the year. For instance, Diversity Day took place in April. Students, faculty, and staff and members of the community came together for the day, which featured a variety of events, speakers, and the creation of a diversity quilt. Vice Chair of the Bergen Board of Trustees, Sid D. Wilson, spoke at Diversity Day and even contributed to the quilt. During Black History Month, speakers such as the Reverend DeForest Buster Soaries spoke at the college.
Whether we're African American, whether we are female, whether we are Asian, whether we are whatever we are, every group has its own story, and when we celebrate one story, we celebrate all stories, and this month we say the African American story is not just for African Americans, but it inspires the next story, because we have people who need to be inspired, people who need to rise above the barriers placed in front of them, people who need to realize that if black people in America can make it from where we were to where we are, then anybody can do anything.
Latino Heritage Month featured the celebration of the culture by individuals like Jose Antonio Vargas, who appeared on the cover of Time magazine, and Isolde Peguero, a Telemundo reporter. During Women's History Month, keynote speaker Emily Hunter, an environmental journalist and filmmaker, the daughter of Robert Hunter, the first president of Greenpeace, discussed the role of women in activism and environmental awareness as a whole. Speaking of environmental causes, on Earth Day, groups raised awareness regarding a variety of environmental issues, including the rise of the electric car. On Campus Safety Day, Bergen's Department of Public Safety teamed with the Bergen County Police Department for activities such as a demonstration by the Bergen County Police Canine Unit. Some tamer pooches took part in the annual Greyhound Adoption Day in September. Other events included World Month, Holocaust Remembrance Day, a 9/11 Memorial, Diabetes Awareness Day, World AIDS Day, and Organ Donation Awareness Day. For those who don't think anything goes on at the college during the summer, not only would they be wrong, they'd be discounting one of the bigger initiatives the college has undertaken in the last few years, the Summer Intensive. In a pilot program, 24 high school students preparing for entry into the college participated in the daily 5-week course that featured discussions on goal setting, using Bergen's technology, and acclimating to the pressures of college study. Across all platforms, more than 14,000 students, faculty, staff, and members of the community follow Bergen's social media pages. The college added to its social media cachet this year with Twitter and Instagram. The college's biggest social media platform remains its Facebook page, which continues to be one of the most engaging community college pages in the country. Of course, many of you may watch this program on the college's YouTube page. This program broke new ground in 2013, broadcasting 2 live shows from the Izod Center at commencement and from the first day of school in September. As we bring this episode to a close, 2013 also stood as the best year of my life for one, I guess you could say, little reason. My son, William Carson, was born. Welcome to your television debut, Little Will. For Bergen Community College, I'm Will's dad, Larry Levanka. Thanks, and take care.